Your feelings and your emotions are your guidance system. Caveat, this is Ron's choice. There's obviously people that believe differently, and that's what makes the world go round. I'm not trying to convince anybody to change their mind on how they feel, but if you're on the fence or you're not sure or whatever the case may be, I saw somebody the other day post that your feelings are a terrible guidance system. A terrible guide. I mean, this is what makes us human. This is critical thinking here, feelings here, gives us our gut answers. It takes both. Don't be guided by your feelings. I mean, don't be led. Use critical thinking. Your feelings. Your feelings come from your subconscious. So if something feels off, and this is where being self-aware comes in. Based off of your past experience, how you were raised, some things might seem off in the world based because of how you were raised and things that happened to you. Then you have to use critical thinking, be self-aware, and say, I feel this way because this is what happened to me by this person or by these people. Doesn't mean everybody's that way. Takes work, takes practice. That's what this is all about. This is the journey. It saddens me a little bit when I see people like that, and that's fine. I mean, if they can surround themselves, I feel sad for the people that are around those people and don't feel the same. The people that discount your feelings. I was in a relationship, a very short relationship, and it wasn't just because of this. She spewed a lot of stuff that she learned in college in psychology. Because I will often say, this is how I feel, meaning this is coming from me. This is how I feel. Doesn't mean that you feel the same way or someone else feels the same way. This is how I feel. Means it's my truth, my reality, from my perspective. And I've learned to respect that from other people. When someone says, this is how I feel, don't. You can, I'm just saying, don't disregard it. I grew up that way. I think it sucks. But with this relationship, I would say, this is how I feel. Oh, well, feelings aren't factual and they're not truth. They're based off your perception. I'm like, duh. It's my perception of how I feel, how I see the situation, how I see the world, and that's real to me. To give another small analogy with a little more content, and this brings up a whole nother story. Colorblindness. I was having a conversation with somebody. First date meeting, and I mentioned something about statistically men are 40% colorblind. Well, you mean hue blind, because you're not colorblind, which I'm sure some people are colorblind. They can't, very few that can't see colors. Most people can't tell the difference of a hue. Whatever. You know what the fuck I meant. Color blindness is a common phrase, which my son is colorblind. So my point here is the perception for my son when he sees certain colors, and I'm not sure what exactly it was. We knew he was colorblind early on, hue blind, because he would say, "Oh wow, look at that purple car," and it was blue. Like, what are you talking about? That's his reality. We all see things differently. But his truth was the fucking car was purple to him. Now, I mean, whatever. That's kind of off the point, but the point is it's your reality. If I feel a certain way in a certain situation, I'm telling you how it's making me feel. I'm not saying it can't change. Let's talk about it. Maybe if I change the way I look at it, I'll feel a little bit differently about it. But that's how this whole freaking thing works, in my opinion. So if if you're in a relationship and you're struggling with someone, are you one of those that discounts someone's feelings because they're not truth? What is truth? What are facts? 2 plus 2 is 4. Again, that's a man construct. Today is whatever today is, Monday the 11th. That's according to the Gregorian calendar that was created by the Catholic Church. I mean, what is truth? What is fact? For me, it's what I see, feel, hear, understand. That's my reality. It's everybody's reality, right? Their own perception. Don't discount it. Don't discount people's feelings. Even though you don't think they're legit or someone's being too emotional or whatever. This is how we decide the people that we have in our lives and to what degree. If someone's too emotional for you, then you'll spend less time with them. You know, there's people that you can work with, but you wouldn't hang out with. There's people that you can hang out with that you wouldn't work with. So, you know, it's feelings are a good guidance system. Doesn't mean you don't change the way you look at things and how you feel about certain things as you go through life. You have to look at the results that you're getting from what you do. I just, yeah, I don't know. It's probably a little bit sensitive to me because of the way I was grown up. It was some hard ass, there's no, you know, there's no feelings. I feel deeply. Some call it being an empath. I don't care for labels that much, but you know, that it is what it is. That's how we communicate. And if you are a deep feeling person, how does that work for you? What are your results? For me, sometimes I feel too deeply. So that's something, first I had to embrace what it was and who I am. So I didn't want to do a 180 with that. I'm like, okay, I can use this to my own good, but sometimes I don't like the results. So I'm like, I'll work on that a little bit. You know, another example on that, I was a very shy child. I was very shy, low self-confidence. I didn't like that. I wanted to change. So I'm one of those that you call, there's a name for it. I always forget it, but I'm an extroverted introvert. People that meet me nowadays are like, you shy? Yeah, man, I went through stomach ulcers and any type of new situation, confrontation, anything, tore me up. Anyway, your feelings are your guidance system. Don't be led by them. Use your mind. With your heart coherence, love comes from here. Don't let someone tell you not to feel, that your feelings aren't true. That's awful. If you agree, if you don't, then you know, whatever works for you. I don't like it. I love you guys.